Hi everybody, hello and welcome to our regular Sunday live. It's really nice to see so many people already on there and on the chat. And if you're lurking in the background and you want to join in, please do. They're a really friendly lot, and you'll be made most welcome, I can assure you. Right, today is the 13th of February, which makes tomorrow the 14th. Yeah, 13 plus 1 is 14. So tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So I hope you've got everything that you need, and you're going to surprise your loved one with something really nice.
Surprised, I'd die of shock.
Yeah, Mr. F would truly die of shock if I gave him so for Valentine's Day. Right, I thought we'd start just by having a look at the projects that we've got on the go at the moment, because there does seem to be quite a lot. So let's just work our way through. This is the first one that I'm going to look at. And it is, you may remember, but some of you weren't here at the time, weren't on the group of the chat. So beginning of the year, Kyung said to me, wouldn't it be nice if you did a tag a month that just sort of encapsulated what you've been working on that month, what's interested you? Because I do flip between styles quite radically, actually. But at the moment, it's very much Tim Holtz fabric that I'm interested in. So I made my tag out of fabric. This is the one that flips up like that. And I thought, great, that's January. I'll wait till February. So I've got mixed up because I've got too many. So that's that one, and it's nicely backed. Then we've got this one, which is more of a sort of collage. These were sort of remnant pieces that I had left, so I've just sewn them all down, put some highlights on it, did a bit of stamping, and that's another one. And then I've got this one. I mean, how come I've got three? I don't know. I haven't even done February's yet, so I've got three for January. I don't mind. It doesn't. What does it matter? It doesn't matter at all. So here we've got this guy sat in the middle of nowhere, really. Trust your heart. I like that. And that's that. They're all backed and everything's doing all right. So I need to do another one of those for February, and that's that project. The next project is the little accordion book that we started a couple of weeks ago, something like that. And I showed you how to make it, how to do the hinges, and then we started filling it last week. So this is, it opens up to this, which as you see, is very, very, it's pretty. It's really, really pretty. So, you know, I did this all on video, so there's videos for both of these and making the book. If you watch the video of me doing this, I did actually add a little pink rose down to the bottom here because it just looked a bit unbalanced, so it's got a little rose that it didn't have. And then we've got all of these pages and the cover still to decorate, so that's an ongoing project, but it's a lovely project. I'm really enjoying that one. Then my Tim Holtz fabric accordion book. So I've got the cover to make for there, and actually at this stage that's all I've got left to do. So I'll just have a little canter through here. There's this, it's a tummy tuck is what it is. And in the pocket, in this pocket here, I took one of the found relatives and I literally scrunched it up. That's really brave. I mean, I scrunched it into a little ball and then straightened it out, and I inked all the creases that I'd got. So it just looks a bit more aged, and that fits into there. And I've got a little clip here with a couple of bits on, tag with a doodah on it. It just goes in there like that. This one, this has been the most popular actually, and it surprises me. But it's a piece of card that I stamped all field note stamps on. This is a piece of chipboard Tim Holtz stuff, tied it on with twine. I'm not going to go through everything because that's not what this is about. Here we've got, isn't this fabric glorious. I adore it. And as luck would have it, I had some little remnants of orange fabric, so I put those to good use. And what he calls flares, it's an American thing. I've no idea what a flare is. It looks to me like a badge, but then this got a little tag through there, buttons, blah blah. That's one of the covers, either the back or the front, because it doesn't matter because it goes round again. So we'll open it up and off we go round again. I like this one. Well, it's that same fabric again. I just adore it. Little sort of red collage. I've used a safety pin there for the butterfly's body. Sewn some numbers on, Then this one was the last one that I did. And actually, I'm quite fond of this one. I don't know, it's a bit different from the rest. I had this ribbon. I think it's probably away somewhere now. Don't know where. But it was just in a box. No, don't know where it is. That Mr. F had got from an auction, I think, something like that. And I think I took it out because I was using it. And it also came with this sort of silk, which has got this sort of frayed edge on it. So I cut a bit of that off and used that round the side here. And I took a piece of that ribbon, and it's just so pretty. I don't think you can see it there really, can you? A long way away. It's just really, really pretty. And this here is a bit of sari silk that I sewed down, this is a ceramic bead, and it's loose, so it sort of hangs around the place. A couple of safety pins in there. I ripped the paper back and put a little clip in. Then we've got that tag there. And that was the end part of the ribbon, that it didn't have the pansy on it, so I've just used it there for him to stand on. Just brings it together a little bit of a clip there, and that goes in there like that. And then this, it's just got another little bit of silk here there, Tim Holtz flowers and a bit of sari silk, and that goes in there. And I mean, this fabric, let me take these out so you can sort of see it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's gorgeous, guys, I'm telling you. Where is it? Let me show it to you. I think that's it. Look at this. How absolutely, utterly divine is that? It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Why would I want to cut it up? I mean, let's just frame it and put it on the wall. It's beautiful. So that goes in my Timmy fabric drawer. And yeah, the tags go back in and everything's fine.
Terry says flares are buttons restaurants or shop workers wear with sayings or the name on.
Ah, thanks, Terry. Thank you very much. And then we're back to this, the only bit that needs doing, which is the cover. And once it's done, I am going to sell it. I'll be sorry to see it go, but I didn't sell the last one that I made because I didn't feel that it was kind of up to standard. Wasn't up to my standard anyway. So I decided not to sell that one. This one, however, I really like and I'm quite proud of. So yeah, it can go to somebody who is going to enjoy it like I've enjoyed making it. So once I get that cover done, watch out because it'll be up for sale. So that's that project. And then the other project we've got, it's one project, it's just that I've got two things for it. One is my practice. It's a tag book, and every week I give you a tag prompt, and you make your tags. And if you're a member of the Miss Paint-A-Lot's Junk Journal group, you show us what you've made, and we all go, oh, that's lovely. It's really nice. And there have been some, beautiful tags, really beautiful. And it's lovely to see. And everybody is so supportive and kind. It's just lovely. So on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that sort of time, I make a practice tag for the tag that I'm going to show you how to make now. And so I've got one of these files for the practice tag and the other one for the tag that I make during the live. And I think somehow they've got mixed up, but it doesn't matter. So let's have a look at this one. Yeah, I've gone through this morning and I've backed most of them. So there's still journaling. There's quite a lot of journaling in these books. This was the first one that we did, which was green. And I showed you how to paint and emboss your flowers, etc. And that's back just with lined paper. This was the next one, which was purple. It's quite nice, actually. I like that. Once again, we've got the embossed and painted flowers. I'm obviously going through a phase of that. Bear with. And that's back just with a bit of stenciling. Then this one was the one that we made last week. And I embossed the background. I didn't emboss the flowers because I wanted them to sort of sink into the back. But I did put twinkly stuff, whatever it's called. What is it called, that stuff? Stuff you...
Stickles.
Stickles, thank you. Thanks, Mr. F. So that was last week's, and then this is my practice one for this week. And it's, yeah, I don't dislike it. It's just, I don't know, maybe it could be a little bit better. I quite like the roses, and I like the fact they're tied in red twine and that there's a little card that says for you. I like all that business. I like the red rose charm, and I like the hearts, and I like the pearls, but I don't like them all that big size. They're too big, especially for the little ones. So I've had to order some, as you do, from Amazon. They came today, so we're all right. And that's that. Excuse me.
Jen says, Mike, have you brought me a Valentine? If not, see Miss P.
I'm sure he has. So that's that one. And a lot of the backings I just did with a stamp and, whatever, stencil. Just to leave some journaling, really. So that's that. This is the other one. It should be fairly similar. This was the practice one that I did. And green was the prompt. And the legible text in green and whatever. But I wanted that frame to stand out a little bit more. So I swapped it up to the one that you've just seen. The purple one, I can't remember if that was... Yeah, this is my practice one, that's right, because in the one I did, we used modelling paste. And this was my practice butterfly one, which I didn't emboss this background, and I kind of wished that I had. So, yeah, we swapped it up a little bit. And that's as far as we've got. End of. So today I need to do the heart one, the romance one, for this one. Okay, so I'm just going to open this at this page so as I can kind of see what I'm supposed to be doing. So let's have a look. Is everybody all right?
Would you like a roll call?
Yeah, let's have a roll call.
Jen.
Hiya, Jen.
Judy.
Hiya, Judy.
Kim.
Hello, Kim.
Mike.
Hiya, Mike.
Tamara.
Hiya, Tamara.
Bernice.
Hi, Bernice.
Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
Roz.
Hiya, Roz. Hiya, Jim.
Kyung.
Hello, Kyung.
Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Fancy Nancy.
Hello, Fancy Nancy.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Violet.
Hello, Violet.
Carrie.
Hi, Kerry.
Melody.
Hello, Melody.
Witiza.
Hi, Watiza.
Z.
Hi, Z from Atlanta.
Ellie B.
Hi, Ellie.
Marcella.
Hello, Marcella.
Jan.
Hi, Jan.
Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Flo.
Hello, Flo. Nice to have you with us.
Corrine.
Hello, Corrine.
Lorna.
Hi, Lorna.
Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
Lovely.
Hi, lovely.
If I missed you, shout out.
I think that looks at everybody that I can see anyway. So right, let's get started on this thing.
Everybody liked your things, by the way.
Oh, did they? Oh, I know what I haven't shown you. Mr. F's pages. He hasn't even made covers or anything yet. He's a bit
Slack.
Yeah. But and where's the green one? You know what I mean? It should be green, purple, blue, and romance. So we're missing here and we're missing here.
Oh, green. Was it supposed to be a green?
Green
one?
was the first one.
Oh.
Do keep up.
Oh.
Honestly, you sit here through all the lives. How come you don't know?
You're just not that interesting.
Saves buying him a Valentine's present. Like I was going to. Yeah, so this is his purple, which is the Fells. And I really love that, actually. It's gorgeous. He did it with Brusho and some acrylic. Really nice. And this one...
Because it's grey on the screen. But...
Well, it's a whole story, this one. He was going to do one certain type of stuff called Cyanotype. And it depends on the sun. Sort of cooks in the sun. Well, this is February. It's North England. He couldn't even put it outside because it was raining so hard. So, as a consequence, the whole process didn't work. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is tea bag paper because he wanted to use that just to see what happened. And because he didn't have any white images left with the cyanotype, he's stamped on with white acrylic paint. It's really nice. Is he messing around with the colour? See how he does that when it's his own things? And when I'm saying, oh, this isn't coming across as being blue, it's like, oh, tough. So anyway, yeah, he's stamped on there with acrylic, which I think is really nice. I like it. And then furthermore, he's stitched all the way around it. And I don't know if you can see that stitching, but it's pretty darn good, I can tell you. So I am impressed. Well done, Mr. F. So, yeah, you just need a folder, a cover back and front, a green one, a romance one, and you need to back your tags. So, see me later. Right, come on, let's get started with some sensible stuff.
Detention again.
Yeah, detention, you're never out of it. Right, this is my tag, and I've already backed it. I don't know why. I just came across the mushroom stamps. I thought they looked cute. So I put them on there. Yeah, I quite like them. So that's the back, obviously. And the front, we are going to do with... Yeah, this is just copy paper. It's not your regular cheap copy paper. It's like the Rolls Royce of copy paper. It's 120 GSM, and I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. But regular copy paper is 80. So, you know, it's got a bit more about it.
Will says hello.
Hi, Will. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to you. I didn't know you were there. I just saw fleetingly before that Nancy said she already had some flowers. So I'm hoping that was you, Will. Otherwise, it could be nasty. If so, well done, Will. Right, so I just want to cut this out to the size of my tag. Actually, be easier that way, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. So I'll just get that there, get that on the edge there. I'm just gonna draw around it. I could cut round it, you know, with the thing, but I'm just gonna draw around it. I made my tags really big, and you honestly don't need to make them this size. I just made them this size because, I don't know, it appealed to me at the time. It's sort of traveller's notebook size. And I liked it. It's, is it 8 by 4 1/4? Yes, that's what I made them. I've got something stuck onto my scissors, which isn't helping.
Nancy says, Will who?
Yeah, Will who.
She's funny, is Nancy?
She's very, very funny. She absolutely is a very funny lady. And I would say that you are right on her wavelength, because she gets all the silliness that you put down. She always laughs at it. So, yeah, she's on your wavelength, which not a lot of people are, to be fair. So is everybody making a tag book? I know a lot of you are, because there's lots and lots of pictures in the group, and it's lovely to see. Right, let's just make sure that that's kind of right before I carry on doing anything else. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. Right, what I want to do now is just ink around the edge of that. Now, I've chosen what I would say is pretty weird colour, really. Let me get my Token of Nancy, my messy mat out.
Z likes your nails.
Oh, thanks, Z.
Pretty colour.
Yeah, it is. They are pretty colour. Thank you very much. Yeah, the colour I've chosen for this is Candied Apple. Okay, you can probably come in a wee little bit if you like to. It seems a bit lost in the middle of nowhere. And I need a brush, which I thought I got out. Yes, I did. So, yes, these brushes also came from our darling Nancy. She's wonderful, very kind. So, yeah, Candied Apple, it's red. Okay, and I thought it was going to be red, so I'm just picking some of that up, and I'm just going to go around the outside. And it is red, but it comes out sort of pinky.
Violet says she's making the tags but not a book.
All right, that's all
And
right.
Kathleen would like to know what size is the tag.
It is 8 inches tall by 4 1/4 wide. Let me just check that in case I'm giving you a bum steer. Yeah, 4 1/4 by 8. But don't forget that we're putting them in the book with this hinge on it. Now, if you've missed how to make the hinge, there's anything that says tag book, go and have a look at, and it'll show you how to make the hinge.
There's a playlist.
Oh, there's a playlist. There you go. Then you'll find it there.
I think it might be called tag prompts or something.
Yeah, tag prompts. So I've only got one of the minis of the Candied Apple. So it kind of takes me a while because I don't get too much ink in one go. But I bought it a couple of Christmases ago. And, you know, I don't usually do a lot of Christmas. This year I did a bit more, because I was introduced to Timmy's wonderful Christmas range. But I've still got plenty of ink in this. So there we are. For all it's red, once you get it on there, it's kind of pinky, isn't it? Just go down this side here. There we are. So that's the tag. So now he's pulled in too much, hasn't he? I mean, could he just pull out a little bit, just so we can just see the tag, please? Dear me, you can't get the production staff.
I went in and I said, "Is that all right?" And you said,
Yeah,
"Yes."
that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. You couldn't do better if you tried.
These on-stage divas.
Right, so that's going to go there. It's going to get stuck there. And what I've been doing with all of my hinges is just using the same ink or the same colour and just colouring my hinges, just so they don't look too blank or bare. You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. It's just, I decided I would do it, so I'm doing it. And I don't want to go right to there. I like that bit of blank space, and I don't know why I like that either. Right, okay, so there we have it. That's going to be like that in the book. Now then, the next thing to do is we need to sort of address this piece here, because where I put the hearts depends on where that's going to go. Now I'm going to do this piece differently to the one in this book. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. Let's move that to the side, and I'm going to use an embossing folder. Now I know not all of you have them, and I'm sorry, I generally do try and stick to things that I think people will have, but I know some of you will have embossing folders, so, and most of you will know this trick that I'm about to show you, but for those of you that don't, I'm taking mixed media paper, This is mixed media. It does work on plain paper, but it kind of works better on mixed media. Now then, one of your sides of your embossing folder will be lumpy. The pattern will be raised. Okay? On the other side, and that's called the embossing side, just in case. On this side, they go in. They're innies. So you've got innies and outies. And you want the innies page. Run your nail along it, and if it drops down into the pattern, that's the side you want. Okay? So if I had a big, proper sized ink, distress ink in Candied Apple, I would just put it down and I'd use my brayer, pick up the ink and put it onto my embossing folder. I mean, I don't. It's just ridiculous. It wouldn't work. So what I'm going to do is just use my ink itself to go over the area that is the side that's debossed. So the innie side. You have to go over it a couple of times to get sort of a regular covering. But as I say, if you've got a full-size ink pad, you know, even in pink or whatever colour you fancy, then a brayer will give you a much more even coverage. So just take your time and get it looking right. I don't need all of this, as you know.
Z says just like belly buttons.
Exactly like that.
Innies and outies.
Exactly. I've got an innie. Outies look untidy.
Jan's just popped in. Janya's just popped in to say hi.
Hi,
She's
Janya.
going to have to watch later.
Oh no! Right, so I've got my ink down there. Here's my paper, and I'm just going to give it a quick spritz with water. Just plain water, just a little bit of a spritz, and just a little light spritz onto there. Then put your paper down. Don't move it once you've got it down. Fold that up. Give it to Mr. F to go through the machine, and then we'll see what we've got. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. Definitely I'm not saying that.
I'll give it to Mr. F, and I'm saying it's not going to be perfect.
No, Mr. F's will be perfect. Just
Thanks
whether the
for
inking,
that.
it's just whether the inking is regular enough. This craft mat, oh, honest to goodness, it cleans up so well. It's fabulous. So the next thing that we need to do is cut out the hearts. Now some of you, I'm sure, will have die cuts, dies should I say. Right, let's see what we've got here. Ooh, it's always a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? Which way do you get in? That way. Right, let's see what we've got. Ah, it's gorgeous. Oh, it's so nice. So you see the bits that are in, you couldn't get your ink into. It just went over the top. And the paper's been pushed into those bits, so they've remained white. Now you could, if you really wanted to, take this another stage further and use your brayer or your ink pad and just go over the tops of the bits that are embossed. That to me sounds like trouble. I've tried it before. I was never that successful, but you know, it's a possibility you can do that. So I thought roses, Valentine's, how nice, let's have that. So I'm just, if you'll just permit me a minute or two, I just want to clean this off, otherwise next time I go to it, I'm going to end up with pink everywhere. So it's a really nice effect. You do get a lovely effect with that. And I'll tell you, embossing folders, they often, very often, come up on eBay. I don't know, I think people get them and then they just don't use them. I bought a whole load of tattered lace ones for £8. Some, you know, a while ago now, but this is one of them actually. I got, I don't know how many, loads anyway, for £8. So just keep your eyes open. Right, so I'll pop that to one side. I'm done with that now. And I'll leave that just for a minute, just to dry, whilst we cut out the hearts. Right, so what I'm going to do is, because it took me ages to get these hearts random. You wouldn't think it, but random is so difficult, guys. I'm going to count how many I've got of each size. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 large ones. So I'm going to use my Varson punch, because I have it in 3 sizes.
Jen said that's a great technique, Fiona.
Oh, thank you, Jen. I'm not sure if you were aware of it before. I'm sure you were. But it really does, it's just so pretty.
And Z says it's like reverse printing.
Yeah, it is, except you actually do get, it is embossed. So you can feel it. It has got texture. With a braille, you'd get a better, you see here where it's not quite, I quite like that myself actually. It looks like texture, but you could get it better if you tried. How many did I say? Come on, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a large one there as well? Let's just punch out 5. Let's not be afraid. So I'm using mixed media paper again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that going to fit there? Are you going to fit there? Yeah. Oops. 5. Right, I've got 5 of those, which is definitely adequate. Then the next size down, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, I think. Just 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, lovely. And then the little ones, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh, that's not too bad. I thought I had loads more to do than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. I've still got a perfectly functioning piece of mixed media card left. Right, okay, so the next bit is we need to colour these. This is tedious, guys, so if you want to go make a coffee, have a comfort break, as they say, or whatever, now's a good time, because it's just repetition. So I'm using my candied apple again. I'm using it throughout. You can chop and change. You could use lilac or, you know, whatever takes your fancy. So I'm using this little brush, and these makeup brushes are really good for this sort of thing. And I'm just going to come round the edge. And I find if you brush sort of from off the paper onto it, you get a nice edge with it. But it doesn't matter how much ink you put on or you don't put on. I just like leaving the middle bit white. So as you can see, it's going to be slightly tedious. I could have prepared all of this beforehand. I had time actually, but no, but I didn't. That's the bottom line, I didn't.
Terry says you can use the other part as a nice stencil.
Yeah, so right, Terry. Really, absolutely so right. And remember that when you do die cuts, when you've cut die cuts, particularly out of something like mixed media, and if you're using Yupo paper, so much the better. You've got stencils there. It won't last you forever. You know, it's only paper, but yeah, great point, Terry. So, shall we sing a song or something? Do you want to sing, Mr. F?
I don't sing and I don't dance.
I've seen you dance.
But I do make coffee.
Oh.
Would you like a coffee? Actually,
yeah, I quite would. Thank
coffee
you.
For all.
Could I have mine in my...
thermal underwear.
Thermal underwear, yeah. No, I've got this. I don't know if I told you about it last time. I've had it for ages. It's just a thermal cup, I suppose, is what it is. But generally, during the live, Mr. F makes me a coffee, and I'm gabbing along so much that by the time I get to drink it, it's blinking cold. So I decided to have it in my thermal cup. Seems to make perfect sense. So that's all the big ones done. See, it doesn't take long, does it? It's a nice little thing to do. I like doing things like this. There's not that many when you look at it. Some of you have done the most beautiful romance tags. I mean, really, really beautiful. And some have used family, your parents. Oh, how lovely. How lovely. I'd like to use my parents on a romantic tag. They were the least romantic people you could ever wish to meet. Yeah, I don't know if Dad actually knew what romance meant, to be honest. But they weren't romantic. Not at all. They were very Victorian, my parents, actually. They were tremendously old-fashioned and had, strong morals and ethics by which they lived and expected me to live, which as a teenager was, well, it was quite difficult really sometimes. But, they went to church every Sunday, and Dad was an elder in the church. He was very proud of that, and I don't know, just a load of things that I don't do really. Anyway, sadly they are both gone now, and all I can say to you, if you've still got your parents, is cherish them, because my goodness me, you miss them when they're gone. Anyway, that's not very romantic, is it?
What's that?
Talking about my parents, saying that some people have included the parents in the romance tag, and I just couldn't, I couldn't put my parents in romance tag, could I? No. They just were not romantic. Simple as. Right, this is the last one. We're nearly there. Lovely. Right, so that's all of those done. That didn't take long at all, did it? I thought it was going to take longer than that. Oh, got a bit of a rag here. I'll just clean that up. Otherwise it'll pop up at some stage when I don't want it to. There we go. Right. So what I want to do is cut this to make this part where it's white here. I want to use this. I think it'll look better. If it doesn't, well, well, it doesn't. We'll have to put plan B into operation. Just going to move my messy mat, because one thing you can't do on it is cut, otherwise you'll cut straight through it, and I'm trying desperately hard not to do that. So which way do I want this? Where am I going to get the best slice out of it? There, do you think? Or that way? Yeah, I think that way actually. I quite like that. So let's straighten off that edge. Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, let's straighten off this edge here, because sometimes in the embossing machine it does go a bit wonky. There we go. Right, and that there is, oh come on, hold the right bit up, is 2.5 inches, but that includes this bit that I put on. So I'm just going to make this 2 inches. I think, what a lot of fuss for 2 inches, eh? But you see, that's the thing. As our dear friend Timmy says, it's the details. It's all about the details. So is that going to be wide enough? Well, if it's not, I've got plenty more to go at, haven't I? So let's just have a look and see. I've still got all of this if it all goes wrong. Needs to go that way, I think. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Yeah, I think so. So I need that at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to try and cut the really nice bit out in the middle.
Kim said her husband bought her an ember cup. Keeps it hot at 145 degrees.
Oh my goodness me, my mouth couldn't stand it.
Alright, presumably.
Yeah, this is mine. My Bodum cup, flask, cup, whatever you want to call it. Right, so let's have a look and see what we've got. So I'm going to put that sort of there. Might have cut that a bit short, perchance, but never mind, it's all right. So that's going to go there, but I do like this, which I've punched out again with a punch on the top and bottom. I quite like that. Just gives it a border, doesn't it? And you will notice this has got pearls on it. Now I did see somebody, I think it was Kim, was saying that she'd ordered pearls, or she was trying to order pearls, somebody anyway. Now let me tell you about my pearls. We've got a bit of ribbon and all sorts caught in them, but this is it. It came on this big drum here, and I bought mine from AliExpress, and it was something like £16 for all of that. And I mean, you guys know I use a lot of flat back pearls. I really do. And it's still going strong. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I would recommend AliExpress. For things like that, it's great. Now, the next thing I need to do is cut out I need 2 strips of paper, ink them, and then I'm going to cut out my border. So out of the piece that you've got left, you need what do I need? Let's just cut it and I'll see. I can't quite work it out. But I'll just cut it and then we'll see where we're at. It's always a good thing to do, isn't it? There you go. So I've still got some stencils, should I need them, as Terry rightly points out. So I'm just squaring this up. Whoops.
Young would like to know what size flat back pearls you use the most.
These ones. I don't know. Oh, I've got. Is that?
Centimetres, millimetres, I would think.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look then. Let's have a look and see. I think they are. There might be 3. There could be 2. There might be 3. Mr. F's going to get his vernier calipers or whatever you call things. Right, so what I want is I want a border at the top and I want a border at the bottom, and I want it in pink. So let's just ink this paper, get my messy mats back. I'll tell you what, no, I'll put good instructions today, aren't they? I'm going to cut it off at about 1 3/4 inches. That's an arbitrary amount, and your own punch will be different. Right, there we are. So I'm going to ink this up.
3.5 millimetres, but what that is in
3.5 mils.
probably a 16th of an inch, isn't it?
Yeah. I've never seen them for sale in inches. They're all in millimetres. So they are, yeah, probably 3 is what they are. But have a look on AliExpress and see what you can see. Because I have got other ones as well that are larger, but I don't use them hardly at all. Right, so back to the ink again. And we want to ink pretty much this whole thing up. But more particularly the edges.
Yeah, it's about 1/8 of an inch.
About 1/8 of an inch. Mr. F reliably informs me. So there we are. Let's do the other side. So, you know, if you don't want to make your Valentine's pink or red or whatever colour this is turning out to be, just do it whatever colour you like, because you're in charge, because you've got the ink. Right, so here we go with my punch. So I believe, I'm not really good with these, but I believe you start in the middle. Oh yeah, I forgot it doesn't like mixed media paper. Whew. Yeah, I forgot that. It's not awfully keen on mixed media paper. Then you kind of get it, you match it up as you go along. Not surprising my things don't last long, is it? I just ask the impossible of them.
I know that feeling.
So then you work either side of the middle, then I believe is the way forward. And keep moving it along. You could probably move it more than I'm moving it in one go, but you know, I'm just scaredy cat is what I am, scaredy cat. Yeah, we're doing all right. That's probably enough, you know. Yeah, that's enough. Right, let's do the other side then. We'll just do it till it's the same length as the bit that I've already got. I used this quite a lot when I was making the little, oh, what do you call them? The little journals that you put photographs in. Books, something.
Mini journal?
Mini journals, yes, thanks, Mister. So you have been paying attention. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Right, that's enough, and it's all I can manage. It's quite sufficient for one Sunday. Right, you get loads of little bits out of this, so. Okay, so we've got that. That's done. Let's move the messy mat for the moment because I need to cut something up. So I need this to be the same length as this and work out where I want that to be. Now I want that just down a little bit because I want to leave room for my flat back pearls. What romance project would be complete without these? So yeah, about there, that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, so let's cut this, let's chop this in half, this piece that we've got. Let's just cut that off there. Let's just check the measurement here. It's a little over 4 1/4. Like nothing over 4 1/4, but enough to make a difference. So let's just allow it a little bit of room, 4 1/4. Cut that off. Cut this kind of in half. It doesn't really matter if it's half or not, but something like. Right, so there we've got our borders for the top and the bottom of this piece. So the first thing to do really is to stick those on. It's a kind of long-winded way of getting something, isn't it, really, to be honest? But you know, I kind of like long-winded. What else am I going to do? So let's pop some glue onto here. Not right up to the punched bits because you want to leave room for your flat back pearls. Should have had my messy mat out right. You're right, I definitely should. So let's pop this onto here, leaving room for the flat back pearls. Oh my goodness, don't stick yet. There we are. I think that's okay. I think there's room for the pearls in there. And then the same with the bit at the bottom. Lovely. So there we go. I think that's okay. I think so. So that's going to go there. Let's just have a little look at what it's going to look like. Oh, it's going to look nice, isn't it? I think so. Looks pretty. Pretty. So whoever it was that stole Miss P and all her pastel goings on, they brought it back. Here I am. Right, so pearls. Let's put the pearls on, then we'll set this, we're finished with it then. So let's just see how long I want these. I do find it easier when I'm putting flat back pearls on to cut them off to the right length first, because otherwise you're trying to do it while they're trying to stick and it all ends up in a horrible mess. So do I want that there or there? Oh, about there, I think. This might be one pearl too long, but we'll see. So let's do this one. I'm just going to use my art glitter. As Judy says, it sticks them perfectly well. No need for any other glue. Art glitter glue is quite amazing stuff, actually. It's great for sticking fabric to paper or fabric to fabric. Right, so I'm using the top of the embossed piece to push my pearls down onto. So they should end up straight. There we are, that's grand. Lovely. So, same at the other side. This is romance, isn't it? This is romance, isn't it, Mr. F? What'd you say?
I'd say it's an close approximation.
Yeah.
To such an abstract concept.
Oh my goodness. So I want to cut that there. Right. Let's stick these ones on. Whoops. There's quite a lot of glue just poured out of it, but never mind. Be alright. Actually, it's just a bit too much. It's just a little bit too much. So as I say, just push them down onto the top of your embossed piece, if you have embossed it. There we are. So that's that central piece kind of finished. We still do need the roses on it. I'm still not sure which way is up. That's typical of my life, actually, which way is up. Yeah, possibly that way. So what I've done with this one is I've taken 3 little paper roses, and I know that all of us have got these hanging around somewhere. I don't know where I put mine. I got them out and now they've gone lost. Oh, here they are, hiding behind my coffee.
Nancy O'Rourke says hello.
Hi Nancy.
She's been watching but wanted to ask if you can ink or dye the white pearls to match a project.
I guess you could use alcohol ink on them, would be my guess. I've never done it. I'm not that much into alcohol ink. It's something I've really tried to steer clear of, because I know if I got into it, it would cost me loads because I'd want all the colours. But, I mean, we could try it, couldn't we?
We've got some alcohol ink pens.
Well, I've got some alcohol ink, so I'll use that.
Oh, yeah, go and have a go. Impromptu playtime.
Right. I guess you definitely need a messy mat. Are they in there? No. Oh, yeah, here we go. So what colour is this? Pink sherbet. Shall we go with that? Pink sherbet. Oh, what's this one? Pumpkin. No, definitely not pumpkin. No, I'll go with pink sherbet, seeing as it's what I've got to hand. Do I need a brush, do you think? Possibly. Let's see if I've got a brush in here.
The brush?
Yeah.
Scrubby one or?
Oh, hang on. I've got one. Oh, no. Yeah, it'll do. It's old and jig, but it'll do.
Like me.
Let's take a bit of this. A bit of this and see what happens. That's the only way you'll know, isn't it, if you try it? Right, do you have to shake these? I guess not. You need blinking good eyesight. No, it's all right. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake like that. I don't know. I'm sure loads of you watching this know much better than I do. Let's give it a try. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Judy says she wonders if nail varnish would work.
Yeah, definitely. Nail varnish would work. Nail varnish is a good thing to have about. Right, let's just see if that works. I'm going to turn them over and trail it through that bit of alcohol ink I've got lying there.
Nice.
Hey?
That's nice. You should do that on some paper.
Yeah. Got something stuck to it. There it is. Right, so let's leave them there. I guess they don't take long at all to dry because this is beginning to dry. How exciting. Good question, Nancy.
She said, thank you so much for the demonstration, smiley face.
Well, you don't know, do you? Unless you try.
And Jan said she would use pro markers.
Yeah, pro markers are a good thing to use also.
Winsor & Newton, Tombows, they all do alcohol markers.
Not Tombows, they're waterproof. They're water.
They do alcohol ones.
They do alcohol ones, do they as well?
Yes.
Right, let's have a look then. Shall I flash it under the dryer? If I blow up at this stage, can I just say thanks very much, everybody, for watching me all of these weeks. But it'll be worth it because I'll go out in a puff of smoke.
These are glory.
So far, so good. Still alive.
And Mike says, if this works, I'm guessing there'll be several tags this week with coloured pearls.
Possibly. Right, I don't know if that's dry or not. One way to find out. Oh yeah, it's dry. Does it come off? No, it does not. Right, Nancy O'Rourke, my dear, look at that. I don't know, is it focusing now?
Yeah.
So that's the pink and that's the white, so that's what we've achieved. Isn't that fabulous? Fabulous. See, I'd never have done that on my own because I just wouldn't. But now I would.
Would those acrylic markers work? The ones, I can't remember the name of them, in the bottom tub. You know, the ones that you do on ceramic and stuff. Up, there.
Oh, the Posca.
That's it, Posca.
They're acrylic paint. They're acrylic paint in a pen.
I know.
So it will stick to a degree, but not like alcohol ink will. You would be able to chip it off if you tried.
It's the same as nail varnish then, really, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Whereas this, it's just so thin. You know, what Mr. F's saying is Posca pens, which are these. They're brilliant pens. They're absolutely fabulous pens. But they are an acrylic paint in a pen. Brilliant concept. But I wouldn't recommend painting your pearls with them. They'd probably be all right, because, I mean, let's face it, as Julie would say, you know, a group of mad baboons aren't going to come and tear your journal apart. So they'd probably be all right. But I'm really liking this with the alcohol ink. It's on there, and I just know I can't get it off. It's on there. It's on there to stay. So we've learnt something today. So that was worth it, wasn't it? Right, what was I doing anyway? Does anybody know? Let's put the messing mat away for the time being. So what's everybody got to say anyway? Bonnie, hello, I haven't seen you before. Hi. Stained fingers. Yeah, they're a little bit pink. I'm not going to lie. Mike, success, yippee. Yeah. Yes, Floyd, it's amazing, isn't it? It would be fun to try it on your flat back pearl roses. Oh, who said that? Jen? No, I'll try it in the week. But yeah, it would be fun to try that, and then they'd become much more usable, wouldn't they? Yes, you're right. I have some alcohol ink markers with a brush tip. I bet that would be an easy way. Yes, Terry, definitely. Nancy asks a question, get a demo. I ask a question, get a lecture. Keong, yes, ha ha, very funny. Now everyone will be buying alcohol ink. Yeah, and I have no idea, not a clue do I have how much it costs for a thing of alcohol ink. I got 5, I think, in the week because Mr. F had found them on eBay really cheap. Otherwise I wouldn't have even had alcohol inks to... Oh, that's not true. I did make faux sellotape, didn't I, with them? So anyway, look, enough gabbing. Let's put the roses... No, let's put the hearts on. Let's do that. So I just want to put that where it's going to go, and then I'm going to stick my hearts on. So I'm going to bring this over because it's going to guide me where to stick my hearts. So that was interesting, wasn't it? Who says every day isn't a school day? Every day definitely is.
Yeah, Bonnie says hello, it's the first time here.
Oh, well, you're very welcome, Bonnie. I'm sure everyone's making you feel welcome because they're that kind of folks. Medium. I think a glue stick would probably do this, but I'm using mixed media paper and it's quite thick.
Jen says, well, she's going to buy alcohol.
Yeah, you can trust Jen, can't you? Mike, I don't know how you live with it. I don't, because it's like living with me. It's dodgy, I know. Right. I'm going to have to blow me nose. Sorry, guys. Back on. Excellent. So I'll put the larger ones in first, I think. Maybe the best thing to do is just actually, no, just do it. I'm just piddling around. So I've got 2 little ones to go there, so that one goes there. I mean, it doesn't matter if it doesn't work out exactly the same as the other one. I'm just copying the other one for ease, really. But I do like this better than the white one, I will say that. Looks like you've cared a bit. This blinking art glitter's having a high old time to itself. I can tell you it's like exploding glue. Oh my goodness me. That's way too much. Pop that one there.
Bonnie says alcohol ink's great for brads and buttons.
Yeah, I bet. Did anybody watch the Timmy live yesterday on YouTube? Because he wasn't talking about alcohol inks. he was talking about archival inks, actually, because they brought out a whole new load of colours, which is good news. I like archival ink a lot. But he did, I don't know, nearly 3 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that, of pure demonstration. I do not know how he does it, because it's not as if he sits and chats or anything. He actually gets on with it and demonstrates the entire time. It's quite remarkable. Very good at his job.
Mike says, well, Miss P, she just put up with my shenanigans.
Shenanigans, Mike. Whoo. I won't even ask. Sounds like I shouldn't ask. So I'm going to put that one there and then a little one there. Yeah, that looks about right to me. Don't worry about putting things underneath it. Oh, my life, this. Oh, glitter glue, what is wrong with you? Because it's going to be stuck down. It's not a belly band, tummy tuck. It's just going to be stuck down, so don't worry. About it, as if you would. Oh, I can't do that, I'm worried about it. I'm going to have to leave that tummy towel to one side. It's just too bad. Have I stuck that one down? Don't be silly. Oh my goodness. So if you've missed Julie around and about, she hasn't been overly well. Nothing serious, but she's just been under the weather. But she's feeling much better now. So I'm hoping that she'll be back bringing us her own style of videos very soon, because she's a miss. And Keong has just started a video series in conjunction with Line.arrow about gnomes and doors. You have to go and watch it. I can't explain it. And who else is doing what? Who is doing what? Oh no, oh no. If I put that one there, I haven't got anything to put down here. Oh heck. Oh heck. If I put that there and put that there, will that look alright? Not really. I'm going to have to bring this one down. So I'll just have those there. Put that one there. Yeah, that's alright, isn't it? That's alright. I think so. I'll tell you something. Catkin is the naughtiest cat in Christendom. He really absolutely is. Isn't he, Mr. F?
Yes, without a doubt.
It just drives you mad. It's like he looks for... you can see him actually looking around, looking for trouble. Mischief to get into. He likes playing with the pedal of my sewing machine. That's excellent when you're trying to sew something fussy. Right, so all of that fuss, and this is what we've got, but it's quite nice. Right, let's put the lid on that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that glitter glue, actually. Something needs to be done with it. Right, let's put that there. Okay. Right, so far so good. So that's going to go there like that. But before I stick that on, I think I just need to put the... probably... No, there's nothing... Oh yeah, the string of the roses comes through. But I can do that right through to the back. So yeah, let's get this stuck on. To get it stuck on, I'm going to use Collal. I'm running scared of that art glitter glue today.
People say thank you for the update on Julie.
Ah, yeah, she's a mess, isn't she? there we are. So I think is that straight? Yeah, that looks straight to me. Let's just press that down good and firmly. Right, we're getting there. Now then, the next thing that needs to be done is the pearls. So this is what I got. Teeny tiny, medium, large and extra large. Let's go with that. So they, I think, are the ones that I did have, and they're a bit on the large side. I don't know though, they might be alright. And let's start with the tiny ones, because I know that I want those for the... I'm just going to stick these on, if they've got any self-adhesive at all, with the self-adhesive. I don't normally just do it with the adhesive that they come with, but I tell you, I'm afraid of the art glitter glue today.
The 3, 4, 5 and 6 millimetres.
Are they? Well, so these are 3.
The smallest ones are 3.
Ah, right. Then my flatback pearls must be 4. Then if that's the case.
Well, that's it, just over 3.5.
Yeah. Glory. This isn't going to be easy.
You want your katana thing?
Yeah. Is it in here? Oh, it might be in the drawer. Hang on till I find the correct tools for the job. Lovely. Thank you. Yes, this is the correct tool for the job. So I shall pick that up and pop it where I want it. And see if it wants to stick. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. They are stuck to the... They've got... Oh. This may take some time. There's one down here, isn't there? Excellent. I think I need to tear them off. They're in a sort of strip, and then pick it up. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning as we go along. And one more. This is going to look better than the one, my practice one, I think, with these different sized pearls. Because that was kind of really wrong, the way that I did it. Right, so that's the small pearls done. So you can go back in your bag.
Bonnie says it's a pretty design.
Oh, thank you, Bonnie.
Judy likes it better than the practice with the white background.
Yeah. This?
Yes.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking about, Judy, to be honest. Oh, how did you get into here?
Struggling with the concept of romance.
I am. You are. Judy is.
You were.
I was struggling. I can't even get into these. I was struggling with the whole thing about what to do for it. I just couldn't work out what to do. Right, so we're on to the middle-sized ones. This is a bit more of a drama than I kind of hoped it would be, but you know, things happen, don't they? Dramas happen. Right, so let's put those on the medium-sized one. Lovely. Medium, here we are. Oops, that's a bit high up. About there. Oh, look at this, we're whizzing through it. Such a pace. Come on, don't let me down. Yeah, that's better with a different colour, different size thingies, it's absolutely so much better. So then I'll go for the next size up. Or shall I go for the large ones? No, let's just go for the next size up. Just cut this end off again. It's not as if these pearls aren't going to get used in this house, I can tell you, because you guys know if there's one thing I do use, it's pearls. So this is the largest size that I'm going to be using, although it did come with a larger size. Again. So what did you cook for breakfast today, Mike? Bearing in mind you'll be getting your breakfast cooked for you tomorrow, I imagine. Valentine's Day. Right, so that's all my pearls on. I'll see how they stick. If they really don't stick, I'll come back with the art glitter and stick them on so they'll never move again. But that's that. Now then, let's move on to the roses. So I use 3 roses here, and I think that's fine. I don't really want any more. You could use a single one if you wanted, I guess. These 3 seem to be taped together, but that's fine. So what I'm doing is I'm just flattening them down like that so they'll actually stick to the paper. So I'm going to have to shift this one, it's in the wrong place. Oh, that's it. It moved all of a sudden. So just arrange them how you want them, really, but make sure they're fairly flat.
Sharon says they should keep you going for a while, those pearls.
Yeah, although, you know, when I went to the drawer the other day to get pearls out, alas, there was none there. So I do use them. Right, so they are going to go there like that. I'm going to tie the thingy about there. So I need to get rid of some of the length of the stems. Just too long, so I'll just get my snips. And I want them about there. I don't want them all identically the same length, because flowers just don't grow like that, do they?
Mike says breakfast was good, but our agreement is I cook and Jen does the laundry.
That seems fair. That seems very fair. Right, so that's that. Let's just put those bits of wire in the bin before Catkin gets them in his feet. He does pinch loads of stuff, though, to make a journal with, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Mr. F?
He does.
We think he definitely is making a journal. Right, let's see if this is still boiling hot. That's nice. Right, so I need to now get my yoga mat out. Where are you?
And do downward dog.
Yeah, and just show you how to do a downward dog.
I've got one here if you want to borrow it.
I got it. It's just up here with all the projects. So, let's stick these down first. I think that's the best thing to do. And I'm going to use this distress glue, which, you know, I haven't had the best of luck with, but I have been using it all week. And I'll tell you guys, it might not be instant, but when it sticks, it blinking sticks, which is great, because that's what you want. So, no, it's not going to stick instantly. Right, so let's get those where we want them, which is about there, I think. They look nice, don't they? They look romantic to me. I should have bent those stems down the other way before I did that, but never mind. There we are. Right, so now what I need to do is make a hole on each side. Where's me blooming? Here it is. I'll use this one, it's thicker. On each side, about here, just make your own mind up where you want it, and poke through it on either side like that, and we're going to make a little bow. I'm just making that quite thick because the twine I've got is quite thick. So there we are. Just hold those in place. I think they are beginning to glue. Yeah, don't do this on top of your dining room table. You know, you're going through the paper and you'll regret it. I'm telling you. So the other thing that we need, we'll just leave that, excuse me, to set up for a minute, and we'll just take some craft. I must have a remnant here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. And I just want to cut a little label out.
When he says, where did you find those beautiful roses?
I've owned those roses for 15 years, maybe, something like that. I don't know. I've got a whole thing full of dried flowers, and if I see them cheap anywhere, I feel compelled to buy them. So I just, and then they just get flung into the dried flower thing. So I really don't know, Bonnie. Just keep your eyes open. Look in charity shops, and that is 1 3/4 inches. That is. So that's going to be the length of my... Yeah, it's always worth, you know, keeping your eyes open. You never know what you might see. And it's about 1/2 inch, something like that. I'm going to make it 5/8 of an inch. So there we have our little tag. I'm just going to cut the corners off so as it looks more tag-like. You don't want to cut too much off, and it doesn't matter if they're not exactly identical. So small you won't see it. And then punch yourself a hole in there, and I'm going to use my crocodile on the small setting. I'm just going to make a mark because I'm hopeless. Once it gets under the blinking crocodile, I can never tell where the centre is. So I'll just get my pencil if I can get it. And just make a little mark in the middle, like that, and then punch that out. Lovely. So there we have our little gift tag. Could you pass me a fine liner, please? Quite a thickish one if you've got one. And I'll write on here. And in the meantime, we'll pass our cord.
0.6.
Yeah, have you got a 0.9 or not? Oh, just push something on the floor. No, it doesn't matter, that'd be fine. Oh, that'll do. So from the right side through to the wrong side. Oh dear. This wants to fray. I'll cut a new bit off. If you have this problem and it's fraying and fraying and fraying, just take some glue in your finger. I'll use art glitter because that's going to take 3 years to come to the top. I've got plenty of art glitter lying around the edge of this lid, and then just rub it round like that, and it'll keep all the pieces together for you, hopefully.
Pigment flare, which is probably thicker.
Yeah, that's lovely, thank you. So thread that through there. It's a little bit tricky this because obviously the glue hasn't dried. Thread it back up through there. See how much you think you might need. Let's say about there, shall we? You can always cut a bit off. Then I'm going to write on my tag. I mean, if you've got rub-offs or anything like that that you want to put on, do that. And I'm just going to write for you. On there. I'm sure most of you've got better handwriting than I have. Mine's appalling. And try and get your twine in there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's all coming through at different... No, that's not working, is it? It's not working at all. Gonna have to glue this together, I think. You know, the one that I did, the practice one, I didn't have any of this. It just didn't happen. So a little bit of glue on your finger and just rub that in there. And that should be all right, I think. It's just really to get it through here. Yeah, that's fine. So I want that there. You can stick that if you want to keep it in a definite position. But I quite like the idea that it moves around. So I'm just going to tie a bow like, you know, you've got them from the florists, and they're all tied in a hand-tied bow. There we are. Doesn't need to be quite that size, I don't think. There we go. And I'll cut these off, but really you need to come back to them and put some glue on them because they're gonna fray. Right, what do we need to do now? It's looking all right, isn't it? It's looking okay. So I need to put a hole in the top so as I can put some more red, twine in it, so it doesn't look quite so stranded on its own down there. So that's about the middle there. And somewhere I've got some red eyelets. Is that one? No, that's pink. Yeah, that's red. So let's set that in there, and you know, guys, we're getting there. We're getting there. Is anybody saying anything, talking about anything or anything?
Kyung's got some spinach and cucumber she's got to do something with.
Oh.
So I suggested buying a rabbit.
Yeah. So, yeah, these are not the world's best eyelets. So I'm just going to turn it to that one and see if I can crimp it a little bit better. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Right, so it just needs a little bit of twine through there. I'm just going to tie a bow. You can get more fancy if you like. You can put pearls in it. I showed you how to do that the other day. This will do me fine, I think. Just a bow. And it just picks up that bow that we've got down the bottom of the card and sort of ties the two together. It's twine and it ties them. So there we are. I don't think I need that length. Lovely. Right, so that's it, guys. That's kind of it. What I'm going to do now is stick it onto the back that I had already created. This one. Is it going to fit? Well, of course it is. There we are. So yeah, let's get that stuck onto there, and that is my piece for today.
Dixie says good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too. Well, kind of good evening now.
It's super late, but better late than never.
Absolutely better late than never.
Miss P is working on a beautiful type AC, and the conversation has me scratching my head.
What is the conversation about?
Cucumber and spinach.
Oh, right, okay.
The best things to do with them.
Oh, I think what it was, Kyung, I don't know, maybe from neighbour or something, I have no idea, but she's got this cucumber and spinach, which she has to obviously use up. You don't want to throw food away. Do you know what? It's sounding like an Indian meal to me. You could have, spinach and lentil curry. That sounds gorgeous. And you could make a raita to go with it, with a cucumber and some yoghurt. Problem solved.
A loose stag, is that spinach?
Or
is that potato?
Or is that potato?
I don't know.
If you need to know anything about food, I am quite obviously a person. So right, there we go. We've got all the workings of it in behind. Cat hair. And so you can't see any of that. Oh, the stray pearl. Stray pearl. Goodness. Trying to get in on the act. Get off. Get off, I said. That's it. So there you go. This was our practice. My practice, should I say. And this is today's one. And I think today's looks much better. Much, much better. Oh, you can't see them all. There you go. I like this embossed thing, I must say. I think it's worth the effort in doing that. I like the fact, it takes time to ink around all those hearts, but I think it shows. Yeah, I like it. So let's put it in the journal then, in the little tag book. And then we come down to the subject of, that was pretty, wasn't it, that one? The subject of next week's prompt. Right. Well, I've discussed it with Mr. F, and we had several thoughts. Mr. F had some really good thoughts. But no. I listened politely and said, that's a really good idea. But no. So what the tag prompt is going to be next week, and this tag that I've just made would fit into that perfectly, actually, is...
Ross says you've lost the pearl off that heart.
Oh, have I? Yeah, there was a stray pearl there.
Big one.
Yeah, and I flicked it over there. Now I've got no idea where it went. Oh, that might be it there. Yeah, off there. You're dead right, Rose. Thank you.
Nancy says both pretty but loving today's tag.
Thanks, Nancy. Thank you so much. Where's my Cutana gone? Can you see it anywhere? Yeah, here it is. Wrong end. Let's pop that on there. Good for you, Roz. 10 out of 10 for observance.
And JJ noticed.
Oh, well done, JJ. I haven't said hello to you. Hi, JJ. Right, there we have it. So I left you hanging on just what next week's prompt's going to be. Right. It's going to be... I've got a choice of two in my head and I can't decide. Spring. It's going to be spring because I have seen snowdrops. They have been sighted around here and it's really quite harsh up here. So if there's snowdrops around, that's a sign that spring is definitely going to spring. And I've also seen, those little tete-a-tete daffodils that you get that come out first? I've also seen the leaves for those coming, so I know there's going to be some daffies soon. I can't wait. And then we get to the lambs, which is just, I love that time of year. So spring, that is your prompt for next week. You can do whatever you want to do with it. It could be a card of daffodils, snowdrops, lambs, all the lovely spring colours that you get, the crocuses, etc. Sorry?
Kian will be using spinach and cucumber.
I know. She's been making fabric tags of late and they've been really beautiful. I'm just wondering if she's going to sew spinach and cucumber onto sandwiches, onto fabric for a tag. So yeah, spring. It's quite a wide prompt. There's loads of things in there that you can do. I think what spring... I've just gone through most of the things, but I love that, the crocuses that are purple and yellow and the iris, I just love them. So, I'll be doing a spring tag through the week and I'll post it like I did this one so you can see kind of what I'm thinking. And then on the Sunday I'll refine it and do a proper job, hopefully. So that's...
Sean Morris says they've got daffodils and lambsdales in West Wales.
Have you really? Oh, my goodness me. So there you are. It's got a little tag on it. It says for you. Obviously, if you're sending it to someone, then you can write, for Mr. F or whatever it is that you want to say. I quite like those, actually. I like today's. This is just a bit harsh, isn't it? But, however, without that, I wouldn't have got to this. So there you go. Okay, guys, that's kind of it for today. I've really enjoyed your company. Spring is good. That's good, JJ. Sharon likes spring, yeah. We have snow dropping today. Corinne, you're in the borders, aren't you? Must look out the window. Spring is months away here. Sorry, Lorna. That's all I can say. I'm so sorry. Enjoyed today. Appreciate all you shared. Thank you, Zed. Z. Here too, Lorna. Cold and snow here, says Nancy. I'll cry as I make my spring tags. No, be uplifted and know that spring will come. It will. It does every year. It's amazing. Thank you, Miss P and Mr. F. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Terry. Right, that's it, guys. Get out your hair. Leave you to go and make your spring tag or whatever is on your agenda for today. Don't forget to post them in the group, the Miss Paint-A-Lot's Junk Journal group. And if you're not a member and you're popping over there to join, please remember we have 3 questions that you must answer. You know, without it, you won't get in the group. I know it sounds really harsh, but you won't. So there's 3 questions, so answer those. Is there anything else I needed to tell anybody, do you think, Mr. F? Anything that springs to mind?
Springs to mind.
No, I think that's it, guys.
I think that's it.
So thank you for your patience today. I know it hasn't been the most exciting one, but it's kind of a nice outcome, I think. And I shall see you through the week. I'll put a video up, probably of this one, this accordion book, because it's coming on nicely, isn't it? It's pretty. So we've got loads to do on it. So yeah, I'll probably do a page of that during the week in a video. And then next Sunday I'll be here live as you like. And mad as a hatter to boot. Thanks everyone. So appreciate your company. Be careful out there and be kind. That's the main message. Be kind. Thank you now. Bye.
Bye everyone, take care, be safe, be happy, see you soon, bye!